they say, blood's thicker than water. My brother certainly is thick, I'll give them that. Horatio considers himself a genius. If only it were so, he wouldn't be half as dangerous. That is true, but the ends don't justify the means. Above all, order must be kept. If I let everyone do as they please, cure tunnel cough, hunt savages in the oil fields, blow up Parliament, there'd be chaos. The fifth column exists to enact my vision. That is why everything must go through me. From now on, you'll take orders from me directly. It seems there are some who are willing to use you for their own purposes. While Freddy is dealing with those things, I think it's about time the defense branch underwent a performance review. You will conduct it. In particular, I want to be sure our counter-espionage efforts are up to scratch. This ship must remain airtight if it is to remain afloat. No leakages. A young intelligence officer, Zach Lloyd, is in charge of routing out moles. He has yet to find one. Assist him and figure out if his lack of results is a relief or a concern. I want a full report when you're done. Dismissed.
Britain awake, awake for slumber.
Yes? Not very well, and these constant interruptions aren't helping. She did. Eve herself. How gracious of her. So, you're my assistant. I could certainly use the help. Not that I'm bad at my job, mind you. I'm just a desk jockey. Stickler for paperwork. Keen attention to detail. Strategist. All the field agents Freddy assigns me are useless. Eve sent you, which means you must be somewhat reliable. We're gonna do great things, you and I. I'll do the paperwork, and most of the thinking, and you'll get your hands dirty. It's a partnership made in heaven. Despite all this paperwork, the situation is rather dull. I haven't been able to pursue any leads from this desk. I've trawled through every copy of every document ever written in this place. Yet I can't find a single shred of evidence that a mole exists, let alone their identity. But Eve insists. If Eve says there's a spy, there's a spy. So, we will continue the search. Instead of waiting for our mole to make a mistake, we've forced them out of hiding. Something I can only do with your help. I'll write up a memo that reveals the location in which classified defense branch documents are to be dropped. No such documents exist, of course, but our mole won't know that. I'll accidentally send the memo to every branch. You wait at the location to see who shows up. Just stay safe, okay? Then we really need to start getting creative. We may be dealing with the greatest spy of the 23rd century. I may have tried this scheme once before. The fellow I sent to the drop-off point never returned. I like to think he just went AWOL, but I'm not so sure. To the west, downtown. Let me see... Hang on, let me put the coordinates on that utility of yours. I'd hate to waste even a scrap of paper. Now don't dawdle, get there before they do.
Britain awake, awake for slumber.
That badman Lawrence is so stingy with supplies. Who does he think he is?
Yeah, rats around here.
What the? Prepare to face Camelot's fight.
Good thing you got me around to direct you.
I'm knackered as fuck. We're being beasted with all these drills.
There you are. I just have to say, I don't appreciate being under review.
I'm sure Eve has her reasons, Freddy.
I know Eve's not to blame, don't you worry. It's her fool of a brother, dragging me into the Thames folk business. And now this. When you give your report, don't make any enemies.
Don't worry about him. He's quick to anger. Camelot? I didn't take those brutes to be the infiltrating type. He'd rather kick your front door down than sneak around the back. You have no idea how happy I am. That anyone showed up at all is a miracle. Now we know our enemy, we know where to look. Camelot. Luckily for you, we've already got a man on the inside. His name's Jeff Mutt. The rest of our espionage attempts were sussed out, but not Jeff. He's made quite a few friends, apparently. The nights at the tavern like to gamble, and Jeff's a compulsive gambler. I can only imagine people will begin to suspect him once his poor luck runs out. But until then, he's an invaluable asset. I won't rule out the possibility, but it's unlikely. Mutt has given us intel far beyond the trifles a double-crosser would divulge. With information, he reports direct to Horatio, who, to Freddy's credit, has been less than cooperative. So I want you to make contact with him directly. I'll send word ahead. He'll be expecting you. Find out what he knows about the situation. The whole Camelot army goes in and out of that tavern. Someone's bound to have let something slip. Good luck, and don't cause trouble. It should be as if you were never there.
great. More ghouls to deal with. Give it now, you fools! Well done, compadre. They won't forget what's Must have something worth a few tickets.
Another shoulder wound.
Go get them, sidekick.
Never should have gone. You should have stayed hidden. Come home. You're done for, bastard. Merely a flesh bound. Come home. Cold. How much you got left in you? You'll kill him. Yeah.
I'll feel. Now we get back to some decent, honest looting.
Nice to meet you. My name's Benjamin Gale. I'm a levy. Care for a game of cards? In the days of old, it referred to the poorly trained peasants conscripted by noblemen. Here, it's what Camelot calls its lower ranks. Insulting, really, if you think about it. Cheers. Well, thank God, a real human being. Don't worry about anyone listening in. They're too busy listening to themselves. Lloyd says you're looking for a spy. I'm afraid I won't be of much help. If you've been around these people as long as I have, you'd know their ignorance to the cloak and dagger approach. Then again, anyone worth their salt around here won't talk to the likes of a levy. The Knights of the Round Table are secretive. I've been working on getting information out of Lancelot. He's in here a lot. He's a degenerate drunk, so I thought it would be easy. No such luck. He'll go on drunken tirades about some inane childhood trauma or his long-lost love in the city. But not a peep of anything relevant. Bastard. We torture him. And no, I'm not joking. If we're going to get anything out of him, let alone find your spy, we'll need to do something drastic. We have to capture him and bring him back to Cable Street. Then we can extract information out of him the easy way. Because he did let one thing slip. Lancelot will be going on a little excursion to clear out a few ghouls from a nearby church. The lack of severity this task requires means he will likely only bring a few men to back him up. If I'm one of those men, and you and some of our comrades are waiting for them instead of ghouls, capturing Lancelot should be easy. I'll send word to Horatio. He'll give us the manpower we need to pull this off. Your immediate priority is to take care of that church's ghoul problem. I'll sweet-talk Lancelot. Make sure I'm on his expedition. Should be easy. I'll spout some rubbish about how eager I am to prove my valor.
Look after yourself first, Blackie. We're not alone. I think we lost them.
Please, I beg of you, have mercy. I promise I'll make amends for everything.
You've had it too good for too long.
living off the sweat and toil of others. Your kind deserves nothing less than this.
Quit wasting time and end this, you coward!
I implore you, consider the consequences of this act. Spare me, and I'll be eternally grateful.
You upper-class parasites think you can just buy your way out of everything? It's time someone put you in your place.
Stop stalling and get on with the killing! For everyone's sake!
Please, I beg of you, have mercy. I promise I'll make amends for everything.
Your arrogance and privilege are a blight on this world. I'm doing this for all those who suffered because of your kind. Yes?
Stop stalling and get on with the killing! For everyone's sake!
I implore you, consider the consequences of this act. Spare me, and I'll be eternally grateful.
You gentry folk have no idea what it's like to struggle. You're disconnected from reality, and that's why I'm ending this now. Hi, how are you?
Stop stalling and...
I'll do anything you ask, just spare me. My family will reward you handsomely.
Stay where you are, mate. This ain't your business. Unless you're in the gentry. And then you can join him.
I implore you, stranger. Aid me. They intend to end my life.
Shut the hell up! This deceitful shit is a member of the gentry. Don't allow his ragged appearance to deceive you as it did with us. He's a true, blue-blooded gentry bastard. He was putting on a fake voice this entire time and then let out his gentry mumbo-jumbo. He was trying to elevate us or something to his real level. And then it all came out.
Spare my life, for I can aid in bridging the class divide. I'm just like Larson's crackers.
The only thing crackers are your lies. I can't believe you've been a member of the gentry. You think we stoop low? I'll show you how low I can stoop.
I'm not of the upper echelon, merely lower gentry, I solemnly affirm. Don't let me go. I can solve this.
You think I'm a numbskull or something? You're just gonna bugger off and blab to your gentry friends, or that corrupt police force, and come wipe us out. You'll be rustling my jimmies in no time.
You are not hooligans. You are above such actions. Please, I implore you, do not forsake me. You can't let them do this.
They've got a point, Emery. He's had all the chances in the world to harm us. Maybe we should just let him go.
Fuck. Okay. If I see you again, you're dead. Get out of my fucking face.
Oh my goodness. I'm overcome with emotion. I'm most grateful.
Just run. Get away from me.
Watch the Geiger.
Ever vigilant.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
Oh dear. All things to waste ammo on. Oh, crumbs. Where shall the winds take us today?
London is a place for me.
I'm on the expedition, and Horatio's already on his way to Wandsworth. I trust the ghouls are no more. Great. Everything's ready then. Your job is easy. Return to the church and wait for Horatio's arrival. Tell him that things are in motion and to be ready. There'll be 3 battle-hardened knights with us.
Oh, it's you. I think we got off on the wrong foot. I didn't get a chance to say, but you have my thanks for helping with that Thames folk business. Helping? It was my idea. All Jeff's ideas were too risky. But you're welcome. I trust you'll continue to be an ally moving forward. People like us need to stick together. People with a brain, that is. Right, back to business. How goes the plan? He actually did everything right for once. Consider me surprised. You can wait downstairs with the others. If you can, it would be wise to set a trap near the entrance. Eve doesn't want to take any chances. We're not ready to fight a war with Camelot. Those other knights must die, lest they make back to the castle.
Alarm! We've been breached!
I'm glad that's over with.
I am Horatio Whitehouse. Judging by your wretched nonsense, real name Robert Dolan. You'll be working closely with my branch to facilitate the acquisition of information.
I know who you are, you fascist pig. You won't get anything out of me. This is the last time you'll ever hear me speak.
Resisting won't help. They all break in the end. Good work. It will certainly pay off in the long run. However, it might be a while before he gives us anything. Take this as payment for now. It should be more than enough to compensate you for dealing with Lloyd.
Lancelot had this on him. I think it's the key to his room in the tavern. You may find something to Lloyd's liking there. Thanks for the help. Anything for me?
Yes, here. Amuse me. Will you use it to gamble some more? Or pay off the loan sharks?
The loan sharks, sir. Thank you. I ran out of new people to borrow from to pay off the previous lenders.
Finally! The world has plucked up the courage to tell you that you're an imbecile. May you learn from it. Now, return to your identity as a Camelot levy. Tell them it was a massacre. Tell them Lancelot was captured by, I don't know, cultists. Send them on a goose chase.
Good thinking, sir. Will do.
Stomp them! Shoot them! Kill them fucking dead!
It's a disturbance.
There you are! Practically in
I'll teach
plain
you to
sight.
trifle with Kira the Invincible.
Who? See me!
Who's that? Let's resume our skirmish.
Let the battle commence. Don't mourn. Organize. For Camelot.
That stench is just foul. Almost as bad as the Thames.
I hear you report to Eve directly. That's a great honor. Wait. What? How did you get that? That's a private letter. Robert's an old friend of mine. That's all. Well, more than a friend. You had no business reading that. It's got nothing confidential. Give it back. What the fuck? No, Robert can't be with that lot, surely. He was always vague in his letters, but no, I don't believe you. Robert wouldn't get mixed up with people like that. You're winding me up. Leave me alone. Lloyd's investigation has gotten way out of hand.
Such a chemical smell to this place.
You're back. I heard we got Lancelot, but he's not said a single
Someone's
word.
been scrubbing the
Please
floors in
tell me
here.
you or Jeff found something else pertaining to the mole's identity. Let me say,
Yes?
this must be some kind of code. But we have Clark's handwriting and Lancelot's identity on record, so this evidence is already damning. Freddy, the mole is Reese Clark, the captain of the guard.
Surely not. He ranked highly on that loyalty test you made everyone do. What's the evidence?
I have this letter from Reese Clark to Robert Lawrence.
The damn traitor! I'll have him arrested at once!
Well, we've done our part. If all goes well, Clark will be executed in a matter of days. You're the best field agent I've ever worked with. Thank you. Here, I want you to have this. It's an heirloom of sorts, but I don't have much use for it behind this desk. Eve requested a meeting with you, which means it's time to give you a report on our branch. Remember who your friends are.
Britain awake, awake for
Boring.
slumber.
Such a chemical smell to this place.
I hear you've been busy. A captured knight in our lockup. A fine prize. And you even found the mole. I must admit, I'm surprised. I didn't think there was one. I only insisted upon their existence in order to keep the defense branch on their toes. Perhaps I didn't insist strongly enough. The captain of their own guard being the spy is frankly unacceptable. So, you've seen how the branch operates. Who would you say is the weak link in their branch? Is this some kind of joke? I'm not amused. Noted. I assume Freddy suspects Horatio. He wouldn't be the only one. It isn't just counter-espionage in question. The defense of Cable Street rests on that branch's shoulders. They need to be running at peak performance. Derek Castor, advisor for the offensive branch, has been working to annex the group known as Miller's Men. They aren't very bright, but they respect strong leadership. With them under our wing, we can better defend Cable Street, and free up our own troops for offensives. Speak to Castor. Help him accomplish this. Dismissed.